Hey, what's up, wizard? Hey, Shark Zoo, how's it going? Yes, I'm still alive. I am still alive. Okay, I will use Kuroka. I haven't used Kasha in a while, but I'm not a biggest fan of Kasha, all things considered. Okay. Oh. Shuten? No, I don't feel like using Shuten. Magatsu Warrior? Okay. Alright, any boss cores? Ooh, Seto Taisho. Yeah, that'll work. Use Enki? You're working at the moment, but you're sleepy. You have some matcha pills to give you a boost. Use... You want the Yamanba? Hey, Golden. Okay, I can use those. Enki. Let's get Yamanba up in here. And then I need one more. I think I can equip any single one right now. I think even Shuten Doji, which I think is super expensive, right? Yeah, okay. So attunement cost isn't an issue. Okay. What boss core would I want to use? I got area of effect, I have some projectiles, so I got lots of key damage with more projectiles. And I can... So what am I missing? Do I need projectile? I don't need any projectiles. I'm good on that front. I got one quick cancel. I don't have a stagger. Well, yeah, that's what I'm missing. I don't have a stagger core. Okay. So, Gozaki, Mezuki is a good choice. Mezuki will be pretty spicy. What would you say for people that are closed-minded? Open your minds? I don't know. I mean, hey, for closed-minded, please open your mind. Consider other possibilities. That's it? I mean, I don't know what else to say. You're welcome, Golden. Lady Osakabe? No, a little redundant. Yeah, okay. I think I'll keep this set up. Should be fun. Alright, Sword Axe, let's go. It'll be a very interesting pair. Not something I typically do. I think this will help train me to do a little bit more of the machine gun flex 2 weapon swap stuff. In some way. It can be fun, I guess. I'll let them be creative. Cool, cool. Do I want a Kintoki? Oh, sure. Yo, Poofer, September big news. That's right! We are getting the Tokyo Game Show is gonna have some stuff related to Nioh. So yeah, September 25th through 28th, there'll be stuff about Nioh 3 at Tokyo Game Show. They will have some sort of playable demo there. So far it's very consistent with the Nioh 2 release. This is very strange, but I do like it. Do we crowdfund you to send you to the show to play the demo? I mean, if you guys want to. Alright, let me answer some chat things. Watched your not buying Ninja Gaiden 4 video, Pooper. Makes sense to not spend money on it, but you can still play it on release for a $1 Game Pass trial. Just let me clarify a few things before I talk about that. I didn't say I wasn't gonna buy it. I said I'm just not gonna pay 90 bucks for the deluxe edition. I'm not. That's all I'm saying. I understand that. I think the impression I gave to people is that like I'm boycotting the game. No, I think Ninja Gaiden 4, what's in there is gonna be awesome. I'm sure it's gonna, like, Yakumo looks great, but like I'm not gonna like if I can't get the game day one for a price that I think is worthwhile, I'm just not gonna play it until I can. Now, realistically, what might happen is I get a review code, in which case it's like, oh well, then that's $70 I saved. I'm like, okay, well then I'll just pay $20 for a season pass equivalent. Like, no big deal. Like, I wouldn't even worry. I'd be like, all right, whatever. That'd be fine. I'd play it. But when it comes to Game Pass, I don't want to actually get Game Pass because it's a subscription service. And the monetary value for that subscription service compared to the amount of times I would actually use it, it's actually just cheaper for me to just buy the game. I legit spend so little on video games. It's like one game a year. So $1 Game Pass trial, of course, sounds amazing. But that's assuming I would only play Ninja Gaiden 4 for like a month or two tops. When the reality is, I'm going, like, with Team Ninja Studio games, I play the absolute shit out of them. This is Nioh 2. This game's been out for like 5 years now. 5-year-old game, I'm still playing it. And like, I got a YouTube comment where it's like, yo man, your content's kind of stale, and like, try some other shit. I'm like, no, I'm sticking with this, basically. But like that whole like channel stuff aside, for some people who still watch my channel, the content still isn't, only now am I like, only more recently is like are people only more recently, within the last like several months or year maybe, it's like, yo man, your stuff's getting a little stale. There's other games besides Nioh 2. I mean, they're right, but to me, when Nioh 2 was like stale, it was basically like, this is like years after the fact the game's been released. So it just goes to show just how much long-term like enjoyment is possible with Team Ninja Studio games. Ninja Gaiden fans love Ninja Gaiden very much, and I'm not going to talk about like every single fan, but people who are excited for Ninja Gaiden 4 are like committed to Ninja Gaiden, and they're in it for the long haul. They're anticipating, I imagine, like myself, just so much replay value, so much enjoyment, so much creativity, and there's just so much to go with. And like, so when I think about Game Pass from that realm, I'm like, well, I'm gonna stick with this game for at least a year. Like, I already know I would stick with it for at least a year. I'd pick it back up to play even if I switched over to Nioh 3. And like, at that point, I already know, given how long I would stick with it, it'd be like, dude, I'm already gonna spend like 6 times more money just subscribing. So in the short term, yes, it'll be cheap, but I already know in the long term it's gonna cost me too much. So it'd be different if it was like, it'd be different if there was like a huge library of games and I got a lot of value out of it, and then I like decided that, hey, actually for me the subscribing to Game Pass would actually be cheaper than me buying all these games. So that's like something for me to think about too. So that's why I'm not going to do the Game Pass route. I'm just frankly not that comfortable with it. Now, for just trying out games every once in a while, yeah, sure, Game Pass will work. If it's just like, hey, this is my glorified demo. But I'm not going to do that with Ninja Gaiden 4. I would be all in for it. And at that point, I might as well just buy the game. And I would actually, at that point, since I tend to be very all in for games, especially when I like respect the studio like I generally do with Team Ninja, I'm okay giving extra money. I'm okay with rewarding great work, because I'm like, this is fucking good work. I want to reward it. I want you guys to have like a nice payday, like a nice vacation. Like, yes, I'm like, I'm okay spending extra money. It's not about the $90 that really bothers me. Dude, I would have been willing, I would have dropped $90 if I knew, oh, Ryu's getting some more weapons than just Dragon Sword in the base game. I'd be like, okay, and then what they're gonna do with the DLC is add more. I'd be like, yo, this is a fucking steal. I will happily pay this. I even said for Nioh 2 that, like, for me, Nioh 2's price can stay whatever it was on release. I'd still buy it. I still think it's worth full price. And I contrast that with, like, Nintendo Switch 2 titles. And I don't have a Nintendo Switch, because that's a whole other topic. But, like, I saw Mario Kart World was $80. I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm paying $80 for this shit. Like, get out of here. Like, 50 maybe, but, like, 80, no. 60 is like absolute max, but I'm like 80. I'm like, no, I'm not paying $80 for that. I can get Nioh 2 Complete Edition for 80. I'm gonna stick with that. So that's just like kind of my thinking with that. So hope that kind of just like expresses a couple of things. I'll catch up to what else you're saying, Ozzy, but I see another question I want to get to. Are you purely hyped for Nioh 3, or is there some worry? I've been kind of worried, to be honest. I'm overall very optimistic when it comes to Nioh 3. But the truth is I need more data to feel truly confident about it. I'm not focused, like, there are things I'm worried about and concerned about, but, like, I could either let my worries just carry me based on, like, lack of data, and I have like nothing to either confirm or deny everything, and that can just make me spin out of control, or I can just focus on what we do have, which so far I like, and then and then for the things I might be concerned about, I'm just like, well, I just have to wait and see to determine whether it's going in the direction I think will be enjoyable for me. That's just how I look at it. So Ozzy, yeah, you meant on release. Xbox intentionally pushed those absurd prices, which can... Oh, I lost it. Which can only be justified for cultists, all 10 of them, who have been replaying the OG for decades. They basically want almost everyone to use Game Pass. Yeah, my guess is with Game Pass, they realize they can make a lot of long-term money. Does Ninja Gaiden have really, like... Well, I need to complete my thoughts before I move on. So, I think they're pushing Game Pass so hard because I'm pretty sure... that for their shareholders and whatnot, that like they realize they can make a lot of money in the long term, because $1 Game Pass trial, dude, that's obviously super cheap to anybody. That's amazing, but they get you in with like the cheap deal, and then it's like, all right, here's your subscription fee for a long time, and then who knows, what if they increase the price? They could, right? Because like Netflix, I know other subscription services like Netflix have had to increase their prices. And then at that point, when you've already invested so much money into it, it's like, yo, do you want to lose all your games that you don't actually own? You want to lose access to them? No? Well, you're gonna have to keep subscribing. So, you know, there's a lot, and I'm just not really comfortable with the subscription services, particularly like when I know that I would rather just own it. I'm fine with subscribing to certain things because I'm not there. It's not my way of owning anything. So, like Ninja Gaiden, I want to own. I want to 100% own the game that I am buying. It's like, no, I bought it, it's mine. Provided I don't fuck with anybody else, I can do whatever the fuck I want with my product. Mine now. Like, it's just right to ownership, basically. So, I'm not happy with like subscription things in general. So I hope that it kind of expands upon it. So it's, the whole like Ninja Gaiden 4 thing is less about the money and more about the principle. Does Ninja Gaiden really have as much replayability as Nioh? I think that depends on the individual. I can't say... Here's what I can say definitively. Ninja Gaiden has an astronomical amount of replay value. It is off the fucking charts. There's so much you can do with it. It is crazy. It is an older game, so maybe you may not have as much... it doesn't have as much replay value just because like Nioh is a newer series. But Ninja Gaiden is considered a great series for very many reasons. There's a ton of replay with all the weapons and getting good with the combos. It's fun. If you haven't played Ninja Gaiden, I would recommend like you play it in some way. Hi Poofer, I watched your video about skipping Ninja Gaiden 4 for now and 100% agree. Why would we give Team Ninja 90 euros if You know, I made this point in the video to try to be constructive with each other, but when you, Lana, put shit like, why would we give Team Ninja $90 or 90 euros or whatever if Gakis aren't even confirmed in the game yet? You know, whatever. This is, you know, I'm going to just... I'm done. I'm done. I can't. Okay. Moving on. Most people are only gonna beat it once, and even 70 bucks for 15-20 hours is just not gonna fly for people. Right. And you know, again, some people will find the Game Pass to work for them. For me, it doesn't work for me, so I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be playing just for 15-20 hours. I'm gonna be playing for a long time. This is Ninja Gaiden 4 after all. It's a big deal to me too. So Zandorum, my worry is about the swapping simplifying weapon movesets. The demo being easier than the Nioh 2, Nioh 1 demos, etc. That said, I'm hyped to see Spirit Reinforcement being back in some capacity, if not being into made Guardian Spirit's a lot more lopsided balance-wise. I just hope it scales like Nioh 1, so that weaker Guardian Spirits scale harder than stronger ones. I also hope they don't simplify the modifier prefix suffix pools since Nioh 2 already did. If anything, I want to see more of the Nioh 1 green-orange modifiers back like 100 unlimited arrows 100%. So I can't really comment too much on the build stuff. It'd be cool, of course, they had the unlimited arrows. I don't know. That's probably like... I'm not the most qualified when it comes to the build stuff, truth be told. But certainly that's the type of stuff I'd recommend you put in any feedback forms you can for Team Ninja. If you like, for all those creative build options, for your concerns about Guardian Spirits, definitely put it in your feedback when they ask for it again, because I'm pretty sure they will. So could you, Zandorum, elaborate a little bit more about what you mean by swapping simplifying movesets? And how the demos are easier? Because I personally felt that Nioh 3, like, for me, Nioh 3's alpha demo felt reasonable. It might have been easier for me than Nioh 2 demos, but that's just because I'm more experienced. So, like, what made it more easy to you? Because one other thing that I would ask you to compare, I mean, you're comparing demos to demos, so that's a reasonable comparison. Lana, have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. So yeah, Zandorum, if you could just elaborate on what you mean, I'd appreciate it. Hey Toxic, good to see ya. Let's see what the beta will bring. It's not confirmed yet, but I speculate they'll probably have information about a beta. That wouldn't be too surprising. I expected Nioh 3 beta to be released in November. They have a Tokyo Game Show. They're showcasing a demo for Nioh 3 for people to play there. I'm sure they'll have something. Okay, so Toxic, you asked, I'm wondering what happened to my old intro. I got rid of a lot of the stuff I thought was just clutter. What are you referring to? Where I had like a llama and a Snuggie? I just thought it was like, truth be told, a lot of the things that I did for my channels was just because other people were doing it, not because like I actually wanted to. So, or I thought it was necessary or I found value in it. It was just because other people were doing it rather than, oh, I genuinely want to. And now I'm like, nah, I don't want to at all. I don't give a shit about it when anyone else does. So why should I do it? So I just got rid of it. Okay, so I feel you. I was a bit more hyped about Nioh 2 in the beta times. I was constantly watching videos about it, and that didn't happen with the Nioh 3 demo. So the question is... So I want to understand some specifics about, like, what got you less interested. Is that something that Team Ninja could fix? Is it, you know, just stuff like that? Because obviously, like, if you guys are saying, hey, the game could be problematic, I'm like, okay, what's the problem? Like, let's make sure we understand and agree on the problems, and then figure out how to, like, rectify them together. Like, that's what I would want. And I would certainly want, like, to have that developed feedback to give to them. Because from what I saw, and I have a very contrasting opinion, for me, while there were some things I was concerned about with Nioh 3, what they added in the game was so amazing that, unlike Ninja Gaiden 4, the stuff that I felt they were taking away from Nioh 3 potentially, I'm like, well, it's being replaced with something that's like an upgrade to me, and I'm okay with a little bit of sacrifice. I'm like, that's fine. So I'm very curious. It seems like you guys are like, whoa, no, like, this is actually very concerning. Then I'm like, okay, I want to hear it. Because I love the Alpha 3 demo. I was like, yo, coming back to Nioh 2 now, I'm like, yeah, I kind of miss playing Nioh 3's alpha demo. Okay. The only thing that you liked was the arts gauge they added in. What about Ninja Style? I'm curious. Golden Seed, no Gaki game. That's wrong. That's fair. I would count you among those 10 hardcore fans. Just wanted to say that you could still play it on release with Game Pass. I could, yeah. But I just don't want to get a Game Pass. And I don't even think my PC could handle it. Okay, so Xandor gave me some specifics. Thanks for that. Oh, so when you swap between Ninja and Samurai form, Ninja form only has one stance. When it comes to difficulty, there's much lower enemy density. They don't try to mob you as much, so there's less pressure, and due to wider open areas, you have more to work with. Okay. So, right. So, Xandorum, when I saw... Okay, I feel you on the weapon thing. That worried me a lot. I put that in the form where I was like, yo, you compare samurai-style weapons to ninja-style weapons, and ninja-style weapons... If a samurai-style weapon is like this much, ninja-style feels like, oh, there's this much. And I'm like, yo, I want weapon play to feel like kind of equal, like pros and cons. Alright? Like pros and cons. Like, I don't want it to be like samurai style weapon play is arguably better than ninja style weapon play. I just wanted to feel different. So that's kind of the thing. So now in the feedback, and one of the things that they are changing is that they are going to expand all ninja weapons movesets. They have said that. Like, they're going to add more martial skills, more slots, more things for you to do, more options. I'm actually okay with ninja style not having stances. Because I thought about why I love stances for Nioh. And what it boiled down for me was... like, oh, I have options, creative options, a lot of cool shit I can do in samurai style. You know, high stance has its all set of moves, mid stance is all set of moves, low stance, all of its set of moves, right? And it had a lot of variety. And I'm like, well, okay, so what it really boils down to for me is the variety. And I'm just speaking for myself, not with other people. So then I was like, all right, ninja style, I want a lot of variety. And then when I started playing ninja style, I realized that, like, yo, there's a lot of aerial fucking combat shit that ninja style has that samurai style just doesn't. Like, samurai style doesn't have that. Ninja style, there's like aerial gameplay is a big component of ninja style, and it made it so fucking cool. And so I was like, all right, we got like literal 2 dimensions of gameplay added here. I'm like, that's pretty neat. And then mixing it in with the ninjutsu and making it part of a toolkit, I was like, this is actually a very different type of creativity. And I'm like, all right, I can dig it. That's kind of neat. I like that. I like that quite a lot. So I saw that, and I'm now when I'm pairing my limited experiences in the demo to them saying, hey, you're gonna have more options for all the weapons to get more complex and creative. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just, that seems cool. I'm very curious to see what other things will be added to Ninja Style. So sure, right now, I don't have like the complete confidence about what the final product will be. Of course not. I don't have all the data. But from what I'm envisioning, from what I've seen so far, and what they are saying they're gonna add, I'm like, okay, if it keeps things kind of building up in this direction, I will just wait and see how this will go. And then we'll see. Like, I'm at the point of like, dude, I just want to wait and see what happens. And I think having those concerns right now is warranted, but I would say hold on to that for now and see what footage will come out next in literally like a month from now, a little over a month from now, the Tokyo Game Show. I imagine we'll get to play with stuff in the beta and then see whether or not your concerns have been addressed. And if they haven't, and they have a feedback form, put that shit down. 100%. 100%. So while I did find things like out of bounds, it's not 100% stuff that's confirmed. I can't 100% confirm it. I would like to, but I can't. Stuff is subject to change. What I do know is that when I gave Ninja Style like a proper chance and really started getting into it, it was intense. And switching between that and Samurai Style in a way that I enjoyed, that felt like super flow to me, was much more challenging than I expected. So it's pretty cool. So I think on the surface, yeah, like on the surface, dude, Ninja Style, if someone were to say, hey, Samurai has 3 stances, Ninja has 1 stance, anyone would be like, yo, what the fuck? Why does Ninja only have 1? Why can't it have 3? And then make comparisons between weapons. But we have yet to see. All I'm saying is, all we have to see, we have yet to see how Ninja Style and Samurai Style are going to be really fleshed out. They don't know yet, so I would just say, hold on to the worries. The worries are valid, of course. Let's just wait and see. And if we aren't confident it's going the direction that we want, dude, make sure to submit that feedback. Okay. But yeah, so like Xandorum, of course, you know, you were saying Kusarigama being lowered in complexity, with losing stances made you really sad, of course. Because like, dude, Talons in Ninja Style is like maybe 25% of Fist in Nioh 2. So it's like, wait, are the weapons we loved becoming little pieces of shit now? Like, hello? Like, I had that concern too, so I made sure to put that in the feedback form. My hope, though, and I believe it's possible, my hope is that every weapon feels good in Nioh 3 in such a way that when we look back at Nioh 2 weapons, we're like, yeah, things might have gotten tweaked a little bit, but Nioh 3 is arguably the upgrade. Like, it's cool. That's my hope. And so I'm trying to open my mind up to seeing what types of possibilities they are, and I'm confident Team Ninja will do a good job with it. Okay. Casey, you're killing me. Can I see some Switchblade Tompa play? At some point, just remind me. I'm doing Sword Axe for fun. I just joined, what are we complaining about? I don't know. Main problem with Nioh 3 is the lack of tits. Now I've been playing Nioh 2 on PC for years without nude mods. I just can't go back to the uncultured version of the game. You know, feel free to submit that to Team Ninja. I'm sure they'll do something about it. Okay, so Shogun, you're saying Ninja Style ignores the whole gameplay mechanic? Wait, what gameplay mechanic? Key pulse? I'm okay with that. What are you referring to, though? So Xander, from what I understand with weapons, is that some weapons will be exclusive to either style and some will have an overlap. I don't know what they are. Team Ninja refused to comment on it any further, so it's just pure, like, we can just guess and we can worry or be positive, but either way, like, we just gonna have to wait and see. Okay. There's a lot that can be changed. What I would encourage you to do, in case you're like really worried about this stuff, is take a look at Nioh 2's alpha demo. Look at the alpha. Compare what they had, and I did this today. I compared Nioh 2's alpha with what they provided in the Tokyo Game Show. The amount of changes they created in between those was fucking insane. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, they added, so this is what they added, new systems into Nioh 2 at that time. Burst counter was new. Yokai shift. They added yokai shift. So burst counters, yokai shifts, max key. Max key was never a thing. Alright. I think, was that it or was there more? Let me check. I wrote it down. Okay. Oh, yeah. So they had, so in the Tokyo Game Show, they added, so you got to see Asha's level and Mizuki's level, but in between the alpha and the final footage, they added, or in the Tokyo Game Show, they added yokai shift, they added soul cores, they added max ki, they added burst attacks, and they made 3-player co-op a standard. That's a lot of systems. That's a fuck ton. That's a big change. So, seeing that's how much that they changed in between Nioh 2's alpha, that was closed. So they didn't get as much data as I'm sure they did this time. We will, like, they made a lot of changes. So, let's just see what is possible for Nioh 3's stuff. So, in regards to your concerns about enemy density, also bear, like, we don't, like, we only have one pool of data, and it's fair to be concerned about it, but, like, we're just gonna have to see where they take it from here. Your worries are substantiated, they're reasonable. I'm not trying to suggest anything against that. But at this point, we just gotta see what they will do. And so I would just look forward to the Tokyo Game Show footage, which they're having their business days on the 25th and 26th of next month, September. And then stuff for public like us will be on the 27th and 28th. The only problem I have with Ninja Style is just that it might lead to more mashy type gameplay. Gershan, did you get to play the demo? I'm just asking. I'm not saying you didn't, I just don't know if you did. Because that'll tailor my answer. Because I did not have a button mashy experience. Because, like, playing with Ninja Style became actually kind of challenging after some time. Like, I could do lots of attacks, but for me to play with it well, I really had to focus, like, quite a lot. Fuck it, let's go. That's... yeah, Nioh 3 will be showcased at the Tokyo Game Show. The Wheelmonk being easier in Nioh 3. So Xandorum, were you comparing it to Dream of the Samurai or Dream of the Nioh? Don't forget, the alpha demos are based on Dream of the Samurai difficulty. Yeah, Groshan, I mean, it was repetitive. Okay, that's what you meant. It was repetitive because it was like, dude, I got like 3 skills to work with. But they said they're gonna modify it, so I hope it'll be better. I'm sure it will. Pretty sure anyway. Base game? Okay. Are you sure you just didn't get better? Are you sure, Xandorum? Before they were like a sentry turret, they immediately notice you, now they sometimes miss you. This could be an early issue with pathing in the early beta. Yeah, it could be. A lot of these minor details, truth be told, I can't really comment on because it's not the type of stuff that I notice. I'm like so focused on the player combat loop. So I think these are wonderful details you're noticing because I wouldn't notice them. I think it's wonderful you're noticing these details. I focused more on like the much more obvious gameplay things, but like those like enemy behavior things, those small subtle things, like I appreciate your attention to detail there. So yeah, like if enemies are being way too much of passive little shits, by all means, I would want them to be a rightful, like a proper challenge. I don't want some like trivialized easy enemy. That's gonna be boring as hell. We were talking about Nioh 3. Okay, we got a purple. Oh shit! Wait, there's a purple Underworld soldier here? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oops. I mean, it's also possible they're like, I mean, it, like, I don't know. Alright. I don't want to die. Also, I missed the Ninja Gaiden 4 presentation but saw your video. Did they confirm that they are withholding weapons to release with DLC? In an interview, yeah. Yeah, they did. That's why I'm not gonna pay 90 bucks to pre-order the deluxe edition. Okay, I think Blood Edge Demon was only a bit of what we can expect in terms of difficulty. Yeah, Blood Edge, like, sure, maybe the Wheel Monk might feel shittier, but Blood Edge Demon did not. Blood Edge Demon rocked my world, bro. Well, Zandorn, what I hope is that enemies become not only challenging, but challenging in a way that's fun for many. Alright, purple Underworld soldier, cool. You got grabbed twice out of Mizuki? Yeah, it feels bad. You know what doesn't feel bad though? That. Just killing him real quick. Infinite key? Yeah, well, he died. So yeah, Jack, Stranger of Paradise released new things with the DLC. So for me, the experience in Ninja Gaiden 4 is like, hey, alright, take care, Grosjean. So for me, it's like, oh, Ryu, I'm so used to him having all of this, and we're only going to 1? But then he'll get more later? If I pay more? I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, just 1? Just Dragon Sword? Not even like, oh, for the, like, it's just, no, I have to pay more to get more weapons. I'm like, just Dragon Sword at launch? Like, sure, Yakumo will have really cool weapons. I have no grievances with Yakumo at this time. He seems like he's going to be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm sure Yakumo will be great, but I'm upset about Ryu. Wait, I could, really? I could dodge that? Shit! Oh no! Oh, my face! My face hurts. Yeah, Yakumo will be getting 4 weapons that have Blood Raven form, so that's like 8, basically. Which is great! Yakumo's getting a lot. Like, come on, Ryu just the one? Yeah, I'm just upset about that. Is the DLC for Ninja Gaiden 4 just going to be the weapons, or will there be more content alongside that? They've said there will be more than just the weapons. Which I mean, I'm sure there will be. In that case, isn't it normal for all characters in Ninja Gaiden games to only have one weapon? Maybe it's normal, but I don't like it. Because something's normal doesn't mean I have to like it. So maybe it's industry standard, but I'm like, yeah, well, I don't like the industry standard, so I'm not paying. That's basically it. Three times you grab? Man, you are a piece of shit. 4 times? Bruh, you and your grab happy bullshit. Ugh. Should have done a Magatsu juggle, not a... not what I ended up doing. I missed. Not that time, bitch! Did I know Oda can grab me? Unfortunately. Bruh! Yo! Oh, come on. Just a... Man, who decided that grab spam was fun? I don't think anyone decided that. Let me guess, grab. Let me guess, grab. Oh my god, he didn't grab me! Asshole. That wasn't as awesome as I thought it was gonna be. Get interrupted, asshole. No, none of this. Hate you. That's right. That's what you get. You fucking chicken bones, you dickhead. No, you want fire? Here, take fire. No! Oh, hell no! I knew it! I'm glad I put lightning stop on in time. Oh shit! Dick! Yeah, deserved that shit. Grace of Susanoo Magra Nataka Yoki Warrior. I mean, I guess, sure. Demonetized? Yes, demonetized, indeed. Him and this stupid crab. Alright. I'm salty. It's time to go to Switchglaive Tonfa. I don't want to do this level. I'm not in the mood for it. Wait, who is it? Is it... Oh, is it stupid? Yeah, okay. Here, I'll do this level real quick, just for every hater in chat. I'm gonna do it for one reason and one reason only. Was there actually a purple? Yeah, you're a hater. You're a hater, Golden. See this guy? He's a piece of shit. He's dead. Easiest boss of my life. That Kappa or Suiki? Kappa? I already might as well just keep going. Yeah, that was your fault, not mine. Oh look! Trash. You know how I know I've been playing too much Nioh 2? I understand the entire crafting system, or at least 75% of it. Yeah. If you know how to craft in this game, it means you're playing it too much. I like how that's the tell. What do you mean stop torturing him? He's the one who killed himself, dude. I could have killed it instead of watching it burn alive. I mean, it's the one that ran back into the fire, not my problem. No, I thought I was gonna do the other punch. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Yep, I got destroyed. Oh, get destroyed. What mods are you looking for in addition to Anima and Grapple? Was that Switchglaive too powerful for having dual Mystic Arts? No, it's not the Mystic Dyad that was the problem. It's just I'm more satisfied with what I have. The mod that I'm looking for is Life Drain Active Skill and Imbue Corruption on a Demon Horde weapon. That's it. This already has what I want, so I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, my current glaive is quite nice. Mystic Diet is really good. I just prioritize different things. Okay, I'm just gonna stay right here. Have a nice drink of water. Hey, you thirsty, buddy? You thirsty? I guess this is a shame. I could have offered you water if you asked for it. I hope they remove Mujina chest from Nioh 3. It's annoying. Did you like what happened to that Mujina there? No. Gaki removal is encouraged. Oh, I fucked that up. I do hope they upgrade Nurikabe's and Mujina like detection. That could be a little bit more fun. Did Benkei stop the burst counter grab? Only because Benkei killed him. The terracotta soldiers made it into Wolong, didn't they? That's where they are now. Jack eradicated all Crystal Yoki? Yes, he did. I don't know what yokai they will add in Nioh 3, what they will remove. They might add a lot, they certainly could. Damn it, that attack fucks me up to this day. Save the kitty? The kitty's taking a nap, isn't it? That's what I get for not saving the kitty. I mean, that's fair. It looks like it's taking a nap. He's just chilling, minding his business. I'm gonna leave the cat alone. He deserves some space. Hey, what's up, Void? Void Diction is here. Time to end the stream. He's terrible. Oh. Oh, Sato Taisho, do I love you? Okay, never mind. Alright, bro, if you're not gonna save the kitty, I'll go. The kitty is safe! He's just chilling. I let him have a nap, Golden. Come on. I don't have to take the cat with me all the time. I let them rest. A bit far away, but okay. That's it. I left the kitty alone. Leave kitty to take a nap. Cat takes a nap. Everyone's fine. So now Mujina will take a nap. See? Nap time. Trash. Thanks for playing these. My name's not Poofy, come on. Goodbye, Golden. Goodbye. I left the kitty take a nap. You know what you do with cats? You just leave them alone and let them take a nap. Cat was fine. If it wanted my help, it would ask. Cooper, how do you cancel attacks with the Tonfa? So, this is built into Tonfa. Eventually, you'll get a mystic art called Kanagi. Allows you to cancel out of a Tonfa technique using Demon Dance. And Demon Dance is basically just key pulse button. So I do this, key pulse, and just keep attacking over and over again. Alright, let's see who we got. Ew, gross boss, me not likey. That's a disgusting amount of damage, bro. Here, you're gonna get the everyone's special. Bruh, you and your Kusa frames. No! None of... Oh. Oh. Hyper armor of his shell. Yes, it's a skill. The Kanagi is a skill. How did the fireball not flinch him? Because Aquaman, that's why. It's because of his shell. Oh, you just... That's legit, like, overall a very, very good Kusarigama. It's a shame, though. Mystic Dyad? That's legit. But no. Yeah, I don't like this guy either. Bruh, don't... Yeah, get rid of that. Is this any good? Nope, also sucks. Yeah, I don't like Aquaman. He's one of my least favorite bosses. It's frustrating to fight, you know? Okay, I haven't done this level in a while. I'm gonna go back to Sword Axe. I start to play Tonfa in a very one-dimensional way over time. Just want some more fun. You dodged. Oh. Oh. Bro, you dodged it again. Oh my god. I'm getting destroyed by crabs. Why? Stop running away, man. It's so irritating, bro. No, the crabs aren't. There's no new Gaki. What are you talking about? Momiji, I'm doing pretty well. How are you? No, 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 you know what? I'm having, no, just, I'm moving on. And he moved on to the afterlife. Oh, come on! Oh, do I actually want to do this level? I don't want to anymore. I'm gonna chicken out. Fuck this. Nope. Nope. No. Alright, floor 3. Oh, yeah, I gotta go soon. Snake! Mogatsu Soul Core is crazy? Yes, it is. Very powerful one. Very powerful Soul Core. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. Ninja Dog Soul Core would have been cool. Yeah, it would have. Probably would have ended up with an elemental kitsune, yeah. I mean, all it does really is just throw shurikens, right? Or kunai or whatever. So yeah, the whole yokai thing doesn't work either. Right. That's the thing. It's cooler with Kametachi as well. The spinny attack. So it like kind of becomes redundant, at least from what I understand. Damn it. Trash. Very nice. Okay. Do I have any tips on using Rainbow Roots for Spear? I keep accidentally using it, but I don't seem to have this problem at all with Spear Flourish. The inputs are slightly different for Spear Flourish. So Spear Flourish, like, if you, it's pretty instantaneous. It's just you activate the key pulse. But with Rainbow Roots, if you have any directional input, it will register that as you're trying to do Rainbow Ruse. So you just gotta make sure you... Give me a second, I'll be right back. But basically you don't want to do a directional input. Okay, so yeah, just for Rainbow Ruse, you don't want to do a directional input. That's honestly really it. If you don't input that, or if you do a flux too, you'll be in good shape. The main problem is that I'm trying to move after the key pulse, but the window to activate Rainbow Ruse feels long. It is long. So if you do things like a flux, and I'll show you. If you do things like a flux or flux 2, you'll be in good shape. Is there any new weapon for Nioh 3? Nothing new has been confirmed. Not yet. Ah. Alright, let me play some Speared, and you can just kind of see how I do not do Rainbow Ruse. I think that'll help. You'll only do Rainbow Ruse if you input a direction to it. So you need to wait until the key pulse has fully is fully over with. If you do it during the key pulse window, you will move. Whereas with Spear Flourish, it can feel a little more natural. So I would say if you do things like Flux 2 or Dodge on Key Pulse, you're not going to have that issue. Is Soya a good set for the beginning? Yeah, any set will work reasonably well in the beginning. You feel like I never have time to wait, which is why I say if you don't want to wait, if you even do something as simple as Flux, you'll be fine. Or if you just do pre-switching, you just do Flux, you'll be fine. Stop dodging! Oh my god, you were irritating. Oof, that hurts. Oh, wrong one. Damn. How big am I at fighting Yasha? Not really, to be completely honest. I think I killed everything I wanted to. Suiki, that'd be different. But Yasha was just like oddly, bizarrely passive. And that just disinterests me. I'm like, I don't want to bother, dude. Scared, like, it's, oh, come on. I got Gozuki. Good job, Chidori, doing Chidori things. Alright, because it's Gozuki, I just want him dead. Here's a living weapon quick attack combo. We died literally at the same time to Yasha. Bruh, I got Gozuki. Kinda boring. Okay. Well, I got 2 levels out of it. No, I already did this yesterday. I'll go back to Sword Axe. Giant Toad again. Above the spear. Dude, I don't want to fight him with Sword Axe. I'm just not in the mood for that anymore. Let's see. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I don't feel like it. I've fought Giant Toad too many times. Give me like anyone else. Oh, wrong stance. Oh, that works! Good job, Enki. What? I didn't get my chicken bone? Bruh. Oh, come on. This is getting boring, bruh. Yeah, I just need him dead, dude. Oh, I don't want to fight Giant Toad anymore. Oh, I didn't time that right. Threw it up, but what happened? Yeah, okay. Oh well. Oh, this is the last boss too. Man, this is dissatisfying. Dissatisfying. Come on. That would shock me. I don't know the hitboxes to those yet, and I'm trying fancy shit. Alright. Dude! Do I have this one? I might not. Hey, what's up, Rayon? Is there a version of the skill expansion mod without all the balance changes? Or a way to disable them? You can customize the skill expansion mod a little bit. So it'll have some options, so if that's something you want to adjust, you can. There is no GUI. I don't know what you're talking about, Rayon. You're speaking lies. I don't recognize these. Let me try this one. I'm curious. Hey, congrats on getting to dream of the Nioh in the Underworld. I think I've done this one before. How does it feel to finally have hit that? This is a kind of uneventful scroll. Thought it'd be some more interesting variation. How hard is it to get a full set of Susanoo and Dream of the Nioh? Not very difficult. People usually will like farm certain floors of the Underworld. That's a little redundant. Did True and Through actually go underneath them? That was such a test. Yes, Nioh 3 is confirmed to be a Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, it's official. It's Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 4, Nioh 3, and then I think some like Hyrule Warriors game or something is due to be in that. Okay, that was a very boring scroll. I do not want this. Get out. Oh, I think... Have I done this one? I'm not sure. When is the show? It's... Oh, I'm just gonna get a Scampus today. It's September 25th through 28th. Alright, I want 3 cats. We got 3 cats for good times. Yes, all the Scampuses, let's go. Is this... Okay. Stream's buffering? Okay, I'm not doing anything fancy today. Let me see, did I drop frames? No, I didn't. What? Aw, man! Yeah, my connection is saying it's okay. Oh man. Damn it, so close to the end. What happened? The hitboxes aligned in such a way so that I got screwed. Alright, thank you, Momiji. I appreciate it. Okay, gotta find the other cat. Let's go. Oh, it's right here. Let's go, kitty. Might as well yokai shit, let's go. These cats are doing great. More Mizuki. Yeah, these cats are amazing. If you wanted me to do this, yeah, girl either. It's okay. I mean, it's cool for Yoshitsune and the 3 cats, but I think there's other ones I'd probably enjoy more. Like the Benkei Yoshitsune one was more fun. Having to deal with this Gust Talisman, like, I like the flute playing, just the sound, but the actual Gust Talisman, nah. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of it. Yeah, kind of unsatisfying. Blood Tainted Samurai? Sure, I'll cool down with this. Okay, what should I try? Hatchets, and I think I tried some variation of everything. Hatchets and fists, let's go. Oof. Okay, good. Hey, what's up, JJ? What weapon would I say has the highest skill ceiling? Hmm. That's tricky because my evaluation of what could be the most skillful weapon. I'm not sure. Hatchets are pretty tricky. I wanted to say I wanted to say sword or fist at first. But it's like they're kind of hatchets are very complex. I think people have a good understanding of like what to do with fists, which is close range combo and then do that. But for hatchets, I think it feels awkward. Maybe hatchets. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. Probably hatchets. So you, JJ, you completed base game for the second time, going to DLC for the first time. Oh, you are in for some fun. Hatchets do feel weird, so maybe I'll say hatchets. You would say spear because you have to worry about positioning, pre-shifting, and on long animations. Yeah, this is where it starts to get messy in terms of like what has a highest skill ceiling. Which is why I generally refrain from answering that question, because it's kind of like, well, you can make an argument for most weapons. For me, it's the thing, like, when I think of skill ceiling, I think of like what has the most variety and most complexity with its moves or hard to understand. There's that. Because you're right, Spear has a ton of pre-shifting. Ton about positioning, a ton about long animations. Yes, and being able to understand that is challenging. Compared, like, if you play Spear at close range, you're not really playing Spear ideally, because you got range for the Spear. Use it, you know? But then, yeah, Somi, for example, does a great job with Spear, but then you could be like, well, Split's, like, you could say Kusarigama, like, there's a lot of weird shit going on with Kusarigama and playing it offensively. And you could, like, go back and forth between all the weapons and make, like, pros and cons to each thing. I would oh. What? Did my game freeze? I think my game froze. Okay. Yeah, it did. Alright, damn. Alright, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna complete this mission. I'm running out of time anyway. So, well, that sucks. I guess the game wants me out. It's not happy with my stuff. So, like, I guess I have the weapon screen up here. Alright, let's see. Can I get my mouse on screen? No. It's not even gonna show. It's just screen frozen. So, okay, with all this things on here, like, I would say there's a correlation between the complexity of a weapon's moveset and the variety of it with skill ceiling. So I'm reading you say, for example, dual swords and Odachi are definitely not it. I don't want to say that either. Because yes, dual swords doesn't have the most. And sure, people can spam like God of Wind or whatever, or Sign of the Cross, but like, one of the best things about dual swords is being able to pull off, or one of the most powerful things with dual swords is being able to pull off Mind's Eye 2. That can be challenging because you have, like, it has to be a very either like last minute dodge where you get lucky, or if you are wanting to proc that, like, it's a very intentional thing you gotta go for, which is difficult. Or there's yes, it has a lot of parries, which is unfortunate. But like using Spinning Dragon, like I've used Spinning Dragon, for example, to like for example, in One-Eyed Oni or like a Kinky, sometimes will like jump up to slam. I've used Spinning Dragon to go underneath it and behind it. That's very niche. That's very difficult overall, and I'm like rarely successful with it. Or using like Dual Dragon to like jump over Ryomen Sukuna's like sweep attack that he does. That's kind of hard. So, or in an upcoming video of mine, you're gonna see I use Cherry Blossom to avoid a grab from Kama Itachi. It's like that type of hitbox stuff is very challenging with weapons, like, to pull off consistently and reliably. So, and then of course there's the whole like Winter Winds thing. So there's like a lot of complex things that even weapons like dual swords have. Odachi has a lot you can mess with if you understand Key Pulse Man and Cuckoo's Call. It's just like a freebie parry. Bolting Boar, sure, maybe not the wildest, but like learning how to pull off Moonlit Snow, not Redux. But Moonlit Snow, like I pull off a fully charged Moonlit Snow in situations that I think other people might consider like kind of risky. Right, Serial Parkour, that does apply to every weapon. Exactly, you hit my point on the nail. Exactly. So I generally, that's why I say like, hey, we could be here debating for ages on all the weapons with all this complexity, with all this skill ceiling. Because you're right, every weapon does have that. So after a certain point, like, I have learned to just stop measuring like how high a skill ceiling has. Because truth be told, I haven't hit that with everything. And I'm instead focused on like, hey, these moves I do not, I'm not a pro at. Let me see how I can pull off some wild shit. Some things I'm very consistent on. Like Heaven Flash, like I can use that reliably from the sword as a dodge. For Split Staff, Radiant Moon, I can use it to jump over attacks. With Hatchets, Wild Surge, I can pull that off, or like Boulder Breaker, I can pull off that with Wild Surge consistently. Kusarigama, like water drop. Like there's some like things I'm very comfortable with, but there's like a lot of other shit which has like very subtle hitbox stuff, like true and through, or moves like from the sword, to and through, or switchblades of thin air, which like lower your hitbox so you can like dodge certain attacks like Deadly Spiral from Shibata. Or what I found out earlier is that true and through could let me go underneath Magura no Taka's like 7-hit Odachi's like combo. So there's so much of these like little details that are very difficult to understand for even me, like for me. And so it just makes me realize that like what I think might be the skill ceiling can be a lot higher. Or like I've used dual swords mortal flow to like specifically avoid like attack patterns. So it just gets complex. Now, to address your question, Wizard, about do you think they deliberately coded that way? Yes. So what I've known Team Ninja to do is they just like throw cool shit with like very tight hitboxes in the game and then let players figure it out. Like have fun and see what they can come up with. That's like very deliberate, very intentional. I think one of the directors, or Yasuda-san, he's like, yeah, I'm not that good at the games that I create. But he's like, I'm not that great at these. I'm not great at the stuff they create. I just like help. Like we just create some shit for like, you know, other players to go wild with and see what they come up with. Okay, but which weapon has the lowest skill floor? So lowest skill floor. I mean, what do we mean by that? Like the easiest weapon to understand, the easiest weapon to play? I mean, if that's the case, I would just say the weapons that just you have one skill spam with. I would say Split Staff with Dragon Dance, Kusarigama with Reaper. Like, those are like the most accessible things right away. I wouldn't even say Fist because you have to get a battering ram. Like, I'm just thinking like, hey, you just do this one move and then it's easy. I'm like, Split Staff Dragon Dance. Alright. Kusarigama Reaper. But then I'd be like, well, Dragon Dance has more range. So it's Split Staff Dragon Dance. Or Split Staff with Shin Crusher. Like, I guess it's Split Staff. That's my thinking. Some of the moves seem really hard to pull off. If they wanted those, wouldn't they make it easier, more consistent? This is Team Ninja. They ain't doing that. They're not doing that. They won't. They do make things very hard to pull off. They're just like, here's the hitbox stuff, figure it out. See what you can come up with. Oh, if these two elements like happen to connect with each other, that's totally a lucky find. So their moves work like, I think what they have is less like this masterful intentional design where it's like you use this move against this enemy. It's pretty much like, this is how this enemy works. This is how you work. Now, if you find out some cool interactions in between, great. But yeah, like, it's all just like guesswork, happenstance shit. So like, they'll say like, here's what you can use to do key damage. Or against key damage against enemies that are blocking. And I'm like, okay. But like beyond that with like hitbox stuff, they like don't say anything. They don't provide that information. It's kind of like up to us to figure out, which I'm okay with. But yeah, I'm alright with that. Because the thing is, even if they told us this is what you can use this move for, some of it's a little obvious, but like the subtle like hitbox things that players geek out over, like they can't anticipate that. Like for example, me doing Kurama Sword Dance against Magura no Taka in such a way so that Magura never hits me. And you're like, what? You pulled that move off? What the fuck? Or things like what I've been doing today, which is Yamanba to go through an enemy or whatever, and then Severing Spin. It's like an interaction like I discovered. not one they intended, but I realized, oh, and as Serial is Parker is saying, here's one ingredient, here's another ingredient. Oh, look at this cool ass recipe I can make. Which I'm like, yeah, that's fun. It's cool to figure out that shit. Anyway, but yeah, that's that. Looks like my game froze. Doesn't want me to play anymore, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see everyone later. Take care and bye.